Welcome to ET Auto. We have with us an industry leader and also past president of ACMA, that's Automotive Component Manufacturers Association of India, Mr. N.K. Minda, who is also the CMD of one of the largest tier one suppliers in the Indian automotive industry, Uno Minda. Mr. Minda, thanks for sparing your time. Tell us, we are having this conversation today on the occasion of World EV Day. That is one of the emerging business areas for your group as well. Could it just draw a picture for us in terms of what's the current status in terms of the EV business in your world portfolio, and what is your projection internally? And towards that, what kind of interventions are you planning as a major tier one supplier?
So thank you very much. See, our product portfolio, wherever we have entered, our EV agnostics are having a synergy and linkage with the, our existing product portfolio. So fortunately, we have entered a few years ago in the two-wheeler segment of the EV, which is two joint venture we have done with, one was Frevo, one was Bueller Motor. Both are doing very well in the two-wheeler segment. We are gaining market share and we are growing with the industry, rather better than the industry because our kit value is increasing. As far as the PV segment is concerned, we recently entered a joint venture with the Innovance China, where we are going to manufacture ED battery charger and the star charger star charge of China. So we will be making charger, EDUs, inverters, 3-in-1, 4-in-1, and we have started engaging ourselves with the various PV and CV manufacturer, and we are going to get some LOIs soon, and we will start our operation. As far as your growth and market share, so whatever product line we try to go, or we are in product line, we try to gain our market share something around 25-30% for a sustainable company.
Right. So in each of the product lines, your 25-30% is that you want to achieve and maintain for a sustainable growth, as you were saying.
I would say more than 30%. 25, I told you less.
Yes.
So our target is one of the prominent player and acquiring more than 30% market share in that product line.
So what kind of investments have you done or and also lined up to tap these growing opportunities, increasingly growing opportunities in the EV industry?
So regarding two-wheeler, we already invested. The plants were greenfield, and the figures they are already in the public. I don't remember exactly because we have 25 different product line, but somewhere around 400 crores in both together. But coming back to this four-wheeler EV, we are yet to make our project report, and we will announce it soon, maybe in a month or two.
And how, as an industry leader, as an entrepreneur, how do you see the progression or the evolution of the EV industry not only in India but globally also? Because there are some parts where there is a kind of stop-start story happening, and there has been a relook by, let's say, some of the global OEMs also, including the likes of Daimler or Ford. So, which is also kind of gives some people to argue that perhaps there may be a relook at the overall EV strategy for many OEMs, and thereby maybe a kind of a reorganization of business strategies. What is your take?
I would say it is not going back. Might be a temporary solution, temporary phase, but everybody have invested huge money. Whosoever has not invested, they are now onto it. So when China could do 10 million EV this year out of 27 million, and very successful, all the companies you are seeing, Tesla, BYD, Leon and all, so why don't the other country? To me, whatever I understand, as long as the price of the car is controlled, so the buying, the users should get win-win. For our country, we have to have a fossil fuel,
Fossil fuel
free, and the environment,
right,
carbon footprint. So for us, I think this is one of the options. Of course, hybrids and other areas are there, but this is also one of the.
As much as because it's a growing opportunity, for globally for industry players, new players will jump. Therefore, it's also more competitive, more competition is. So, as an industry player, as an Indian player, what are your strategies to ensure that you are in top of the game, and reap the benefits in an increasingly competitive market?
Yeah, India is already a cost-effective country as a manufacturing sector. We are exporting huge. You know that India exporting out. So the EV product, the localization is the key. So the backward integration has to take place, including the semiconductor. And today it was talked about the localization of speedy localization of semiconductor. So I'm sure that we will be competitive almost equal to China or better than China in the future.
Okay. And lastly, what?
Our salary cost, our employee cost is now lesser than China.
Therefore, that gives you hope that you'll be as competitive, if not more competitive than China. Lastly, at what's the growth rate that you expect for the Uno Minda Group in the midterm, say in 3 to 5 years? Because you have also drawn a roadmap for the midterm, if I believe. I,
Yeah, our roadmap is there, but we will do much better than the industry growth. If industry will grow 1, we will grow with 1.5x because of our kit value content in a car or two-wheeler, because of EV and new technology products such as ADAS, cameras and all.
on that note, Mr. Minda, wishing
Thank
you
you
and
very
your
much.
teams all the very best.
Pleasure, pleasure, pleasure.
There you heard Mr. N.K. Minda, CMD of Uno Minda Group, one of the leading tier 1 players, suppliers in the Indian automotive industry, talking about the growing opportunity in the EV space and how his group plans to tap them with inorganic moves and new investments. So on that note, thanks for watching this interview. Goodbye.